It's a new dawn. It's a new day. In Satisfactory. We placed batteries down. We placed refineries down. We placed our tonneau foundations down. We also got plastic and rubber temporary setup down here just to get some into storage. We've got an elevator that takes us to all, well, both underflooring, ground flooring, and the 2 floors. Refineries consuming the heavy oil, well, consuming crude oil, making heavy oil residue, alternate recipe, which needs the resin, well, rich crude oil, which outputs resin and heavy oil residue. Resin is just being sunk right now because we wanted to get the power up so we can expand and get them being used as items. Heavy oil residue moves upstairs where it goes into 6.12.13.12 machines, which makes fuel. Fuel comes down here into this, into all of these. So we have, we started decorating this as well in here, which at night time it obviously looks better. And my time was paused because I just did a thumbnail for the Hypertube video. So if I just quickly put it back in here, this is what we're kind of working on last night. And getting a little bit of decoration going. An ickle bit. All the power does seem to be flatlined, so we should be good and golden for that. Let's do a double check, to be fair. Let's just check a power pole. Yeah, we've been flatlining for a while, so... Bob's your uncle. Bob is your uncle. Fan is your aunt. These machines, so loud. We did experiment with red light in here. Oh no, that's that lighting. Oh no, the thing's upstairs, isn't it? Wait, did it? Did I add lights? Did I add a switch? I did a switch to these, didn't I? I don't recall adding a switch to them. I didn't, did I? I manually did it. Anyway, first thing we need to do, order of business. We're just going to quickly leave this right now because I have a hole in the floor. And another hole in the floor because I quickly want to get biofuel sorted for my jetpack because I'm missing it. So we're going to go downstairs in the elevator. We're going to head to the ground floor and we are going to build it out here. And we're going to set it up because we now have packages. We have plastic. I can make canisters and whatnot. So that's what we're going to do. Where do we want to start with this? We're going to need... The first thing we should do is we should set it up so we get the biomass up and running, right? Because it's going to need solid biofuel. Because if we get a refinery and select the recipe, we can see that liquid biofuel needs solid biofuel and water. So we're going to set up the basic temporary thing. I might as well just I'm just going to throw it. Just throw it here. I could just attach it into the building. I could just put it under the building. Why do I not just put it under the building? Because it won't fit. It won't fit. We can put it in like a little separate building. Like the other, I think the other place, I don't think I decorated it. I'll probably do this one. It doesn't need to be crazy big because I can compact it. I'm just giving myself... just ran out of bloody fuel. Hey Bean, good morning. It's a new day, it's a new video. How you doing, sweet cheeks? Okay, so first of all, let's just kind of because this is going to be our kind of like a walkway to get in, right? Because if I'm going to use, am I going to use that as the lift? I can't use that as the lift, right? No, yeah, I was going to use the sign as the lift.
Bitz.
I can't use that as the lift because now I've added this here. I was going to put the lift in that little one slot there because I'm going to have this wing here with fuel, that there, and then we're going to get some more oil to go into there, which will then do the same on that side of the building. But then I've also got batteries over there, and that's where the plastic's going to get produced and rubber's going to get produced and whatnot. If I wanted to go overboard on this thing, we could easily... I don't have a programmable splitter, right? Because what I could do is we could just enter the building, we could go to a container, and we could just dump any leaves, any wood, any hog remains, any spiders, spitters, hatchers. We just put it all into a chest. The programmable splitter will send all the animal stuff to one part of this little room. The leaves and logs will go down another route. And then we'll have smart splitters splitting them up into their own designated constructors, which will then make biomass. And then they can all start merging together and load balance that. That can then get put into solid biofuel and whatnot. And then the solid biofuel can merge again to go into refineries, which will, you know, we could do that. So we could do that. I don't have the programmable splitter. Maybe we could do that. I've never built it like that before. I always just usually just throw wood and leaves in there. But we are doing a lot of killing, and we are going to be aiming for a weapons factory, so it does kind of make sense that we do it that way. And obviously we do get liquid biofuel. We get 100 biomass per remain, so we could do it that way. Let me get the ma'am. What do I need for programmable splitter right now? It's going to be a computer, right? Caterium. I need 14 computers. I need heavy modular frames. Yeah, so I'll have to do this separately. I'll have to do this with 3 different containers by putting, how many is there altogether? Wood, leaves, 4 remains, there'll be 6. So I can put 2 containers with 3 different splits. Right, we could do that. So 2 containers, but we're just going to make sure we put the right hog remain into what kind of thing. So if we was, let's start off with this side of the building then. If we was to make, let's just kind of color this like we always do. If this was to be outside of the building, this would be the wall of the building. This means this will be my path in the building. And then also this will be, because this will be outside, this will be structural. So pathway, this means this is my place to play with. And then we can expand from here, right? So if I was just to, so if this was to be a door here, that means that will be a support there. That'll be a support for the, what's it called? Windows here, and so on and so forth, like that, right? Then we have a walkway to come into here, and then this is where we'll put then our stuff. So we can't just willy-nilly put down a storage container here. The reason being is because we have to think about space. Constructors are going to take up the most space here. Because I can't put a storage container there and a storage container there and then split this smart splitter off 3 ways because we're not going to have enough room, right? So we want to go down with the constructors. We need to put 6 of these down with 6 individual items to make biomass. So if we was to say we was to put you here and then take you along 6 times, I can push you back by 1 actually. And let me change my color back to normal, standard. And I'm going to change the secondary color to maybe like a deep blue. Maybe a deep blue. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. We will get our constructor. So let's go with you. I'm going to think about this because with the way I do my walkways, right? I normally do them with the barriers going along here, right? When we have a constructor at the side of these, there's a slight problem. And it's called this arm. This goes up and down and it does clip through here. So either I just push these away a tiny bit so it doesn't happen, or we make some form of split here for this arm to kind of manually come through, or automatically come through. We'll just kind of separate the barriers, which we could do. We could raise the constructor. We could raise it, put it onto a different level if need be. I could put it into, we do have frames. We can add it into some frames and take it up to another level. The thing is then is when you're going to be running along this pathway, you're going to be seeing underneath primarily. No, I think what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to go with placing the constructor here. Well, the other way around. Let's just put you there. And then we're going to build 6 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, so then we know this is here, which means This is going to be footpath, and then this will be outside of the building. So now we have a kind of general understanding of what we're going to be kind of doing here. So pathway is going to be going there. What we need to do now is we need to get the storage containers. We might as well just put large ones. So put you there. We're then going to need a... Oh, I didn't think about this. It doesn't really matter if it bottlenecks back into storage, because it's not like we need to be efficient with this. As long as there's going to be stuff in here to get the power. Yeah, we don't really care about it. Because it's not like we need to get everything to be 100% efficient here. Because for those that wondering what I mean, is like if I was to put wood in here and leaves in here, then put a hog remain in here. If I was to put that in here and then this machine fills up with wood, you know, wood's going to back up there, and it's going to back up here, which means the leaves and stuff is not going to get used. We don't need to worry about that, because at the end of the day, this machine is still end up going to be pumping that out, and then eventually it'll finish up, and then everything else go through. So we don't have to worry about that. I believe 120 is... No, we could just kind of put this in the... No, you're consuming at 120 for the maximum, right? In regards to... No. We just need alien protein. Yeah, we're still going to split it. So it was still alien protein, but for individual items. Yeah. So we need to get it all down into the meat. And then the meat goes into the protein, which then we'll think it. So we need to double stack these. So in regards to you need 15 per minute. You're going to be outputting 20 per minute. So we can easily just bump you up. So we can one-on-one it. That would be the best thing to do. So you would be wood. Use 60 per minute.
Oh my god, is that it?
You will be leaves at 120 per minute. So yeah, you need to be a Mark 2. You need to be a Mark 1. You need to be a Mark 1. Beautiful. This one needs to be alien protein. This one needs to be alien protein. And this one needs to... No, I need to make the alien protein. What am I talking about? Spitter. Okay. This one needs to be... Stinger protein. This one needs to be... Hatcher protein, right? This one needs to be hog protein. So this one's making hog. This one is hatcher. So all we need to remember is in this container, we put leaves, wood, and hog remains. In this one, we put all the other little shits. Right? We put all the other little shits in there. Hog remains, hatcher remains, stinger remains, and then this will be spitter remains. I was just about to say we could, in theory, right, if these was to ever back up, they won't back up, right? They've got to... I'm not going to fill this with hog remains, right? But if it was to fill up on that side and we had, you know, so much biofuel that it's going to fill a canister, which is more than likely, everything will back up this way, which means the hog remains will sit here. We could set another splitter here with a smart splitter with an overflow on it. You know, if it does ever back up to get turned into protein, then protein to coupons. But I don't see the point in that. Because no matter what, any day, anyway, with all my past playthroughs, I always make sure that the factories are running 100% efficiency anyway, so I'm always going to be sinking going forward in the factories to make whatever we need to make. Yeah, I need to do... So let's put Mark 1s in there, Mark 1s in there, Mark 1s in there. You all just need 20, right? Yeah, you're just 20 items. Beautiful. So then you're going to make the alien protein. The alien protein is going to come into here, which will be 16. And then how many protein do you need to make alien protein? You need 15 per minute. So we could just put down 4. So more than likely what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put 2 down. And I'm going to... no, wait. Yeah, because it's making 20, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge these together. I'm going to merge these together here. Just get them to face that way. So I'm just going to put you there. Mark 1 there. Mark 1 there. Mark 1 there. We're then going to split this. So they're going to split here. With the Mark 1 here. And then we're going to put down 2 constructors. To go side by side. I just want to make sure this is set up a little bit. I can move you over by 1. I can get you to go directly in there. And then we're going to put the other one here. And then we're going to overclock both of these. So they require 30 each. Because this 20, 20, 20, 60. Merging together, make a 60. Turn that into 30 that way, 30 that way. Oh, I need 40, don't I? Oh, no, that's the wrong recipe because I'm using this one. And that's going to make 1,500 biomass. You know? It's a lot of biomass. So I'm going to whack that up to 200%. That's going to make 3,000 biomass per minute. And then we, just for 13 protein. And then we're going to do it outside. So we're going to make 6,000 biomass per minute just from this. Right? So, which is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, so you see why I said maybe we should backlog it and put all the other protein to be in with us. We could sleep it. If we was to sleep it, we could make 12,000 biomass per minute on both of these. So we're making 24... No, we're making 12,000 per minute. That's not including the ones we're going to do over here yet, right? This is an unnecessary building, but I want to do it. Let me just quickly fix that up. There we go. Quickly fix that up. So now we've done that. We're now making the biomass there. This now needs to go into here. So I could make mass amounts of solid biofuel being made here. Oh my god, this factory could actually be absolutely mega. This factory could be mega. Because if we think about it, this is outputted 3,000 per minute, which is going to use my maximum belt, right? Which is going to use a Mark 4 at 480 per minute. And then 480 per minute into solid biofuel. You know? So 120. 480 per minute. It's going to be 4 of these. 60, 120, 240 solid biofuel per minute. I do things large anyway. But with biomass? Oh boy. I'm going to get this to come down here actually now. Because for space sake. So we're going to merge you guys down here. So if we're going to do 2 lines coming down here. That's going to be 480. That's going to go into 8 machines. And then we expand on the same rule, same principle right now. So pathway outside of the building. Right? And then we change as we go. So now we just need splitters. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we do another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need a Mark 4 for the arterial manifold line. Boop. And then we need Mark 2s going in. There's one. I chose the wrong recipe again. Solid biofuel. It's because I'm always grabbing a previous one, and because I've already set the recipe, it's just pasting everything else over. You can, like, change it in the settings to not do that. But in the long run, it is. It's just don't be a spoon and make sure you copy it down. Copy the first one, and then change it, and then copy it again, and then place the rest of them. Or blueprint it, whichever. Okay. Biomass for days. Right, in regards to you guys, Oh my god, I totally forgot about this protein. I totally forgot about this. I totally forgot about this protein. Oh, sugar. Okay. So, we're actually making 80 per minute. So, what I'm going to do with this one then is I'm going to put this directly in here. I'm going to feed this directly in here, right? This is going to be sending 20 per minute out. And then this, we're going to make sure that this consumes 20 per minute. Which will be, was it 133.335? That'll be 20 alien protein per minute. And it's making 2000.025 biomass per minute. And that's because it's a 1-to-1. And then you... wood into biomass, so you're just going to go straight into made to solid. So what we're going to do, wait, how much was that making? You're making 300, you're making 60. Okay, 360. You're on your own. So that'll be 3 constructors for you guys, and then you're going to have 4 constructors. So that means we're going to have 7 down this line. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is an overkill liquid biofuel setup for it to be packaged. This is way too overkill. You can't fully automate biomass. You have to put the raw materials like the wood, the planks, the animal remains in there, and then it then turns into what it does, right? It's just that we're making it overkill because what we're doing is we're putting the wood, leaves, and hog remains in here. Well. This smart splitter is going to put the wood, well, the leaves, wood, and then hog remains in here. The hog remains have to get turned into meat, so the alien protein. Then the alien protein then turns into biomass at 1,500 per, well, it'd be 2,000 per minute. So then over here, you've got spiders, egg hatchers, and spitters. They're all turning into meat. And then in these, 3,000 biomass per minute in here. And then all this turns into solid biofuel into these. And then solid biofuel will come down here, go into refineries, mix with water to make liquid biofuel. Yeah, it's not going to be 100% efficient. Yeah, I said that. That's why I was like, oh, maybe I'll put a smart splitter here to maybe send any excess remains that we have to one side where we then turn it into DNA for coupons. But then I was like, with every playthrough anyway, I usually automate my systems to make sure any leftovers go into sinks anyway or whatever's not being used. It's fine. Everything will backlog here, which means if I go out now and I get 40 stingers and I was to put it into here, it's going to make me enough solid biofuel in here for a while. That will feed into refineries. That will keep making me liquid biofuel. So I'm just going to copy this now and I'm just going to paste all this down here instead. So I'll get all my power shards back. There we go. This is my 60 biomass per minute. You're my 300. You're going to come down here. And then you're going to go down here, right? So then this output needs to go into 4 machines. So I'm going to split this here. What did I do differently here? Something's a little bit off. You guys need to come forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. And then I add the splitters. So we'll do the splitters here. The title of this YouTube video, I made a necessary but unnecessary amount of biofuel. I made a necessary but unnecessary amount of biofuel. You need 120 per minute. These are all Mark 2s, aren't they? Mark 2s, Mark 2s, Mark 2s. Okay, we need a Mark IV. We're going to put you into a straight line. Put you to here. Take you straight in. You need to come around this way. I need you to come to... Literally... Oh, not there. Why can you not go there? I can put you there defaultly, but I can't put you there carefully. You just want to be weird to me. Okay. Mark... What? I don't want a donut. Connect you into there. Beautiful. Okay, so you're connected. You're connected. You're all done. This one's going to back up. This one's going to back up. This one's going to back up. It's going to shove every single animal remaining protein meat back that way. That is fine, though, because we're going to be sending out quite a bit over here. You're going into there. You're going to be outputting 60 per minute. 60, 120, 240, 480. That's a 480 line there. So these can all be merged into one line. This one behind me is going to be a 420 line. So that's going to be a Mark 1 going on the inside. With a Mark 4 manifold. We'll just do the same on this side. And then from there, we need to start putting water extractors down. And see how many refineries we're going to need to process all of this. And then on top of that, we're then going to put a storage container down where I'm going to manually put some plastic in there to make canisters. Wait, that needs to be... Oh, yeah, Mark 1, that's fine. So that would be a 420 line. Okay. Next, we have a look at refineries. Liquid biofuel. You need 90 solid biofuel per minute. So 480 divided by 90 is going to be 5.33. But then if we change that to 420, it's going to be 4.6667. I don't care about these numbers. At the end of the day, this is semi-automatic biofuel plant, which is very unnecessary, but necessary. You know. We'll do 5 refineries. And in regards to that, I might put that on the top shelf. Let's put that on a second layer. So let's zoom this up. Let's take you up to 1, 2, 3, 4. About to run out of fuel. How much does a refinery need in regards to space? Give me your refinery. Pretty sure it's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it'll be up to there. That's going to be a high room just for that. Because then we're the same height as that. Okay. You're on my floor, so technically I need to take you down this way. So you'll be going there. Zoom this onto along here. Again, this will be my pathway. And we can still access my things. You guys are going to go from a lift from up here to up there. Okay. So if you're going to be there, that means you're going to be in my corner of the building. Okay, let's start on this second floor. On the outside here, we'll use Mark 4s. Mark 4 is 4 meters. I missed the belt on the mergers. We'll see it in a minute. And then on the inside here, I'm going to do Mark 1s. Mark 1s, 1 meters. Why am I acting like bloody foundations are belts? Where's the other closest oil? It's here, right? There's the oil here. It's there. I need more plastic. I need to get this oil hooked up to our setup here. Let me quickly do this so we can, because I'm going to need the plastic and I might as well get it built up now. So I might as well get this going. Let me just extend this foundation here. Actually, let's take you instead. And this can be our little pathway, a little temporary pathway with a pipe running alongside of it. You are going to be my first victim inside here. Welcome to the meat factory. What are you? You're a normal. And then you're a normal, right? I'll merge these two together. Yeah, okay. Merge them two together, get a 300 line out of it. I could just use one of them and overclock to 300. Either on. Hey, look, more meat for my glorious factory. You've all seen chicken run, right? We're gonna make pies. We're gonna make protein pies. I did say I was only gonna use one and overclock it. But no, I decided to wander off on my little brain of mine and decide to go with wait. The normal nodes, right? The normal nodes. Never mind. Wait, normal can go to 300, can't it? Hold on. Wait. Normal can go to 300. Am I thinking of water extractors? No, they can. They can. Okay, I see. I'm not going crazy. See? Have I got my chainsaw real quick? Be gone. Be gone. Give me pipe, please. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. You're on this line. Come with me. There we go. Come with me, and you'll see. Tier 1 pipe, lol. That's all you need. Boom. $300 per minute going into these two bobbies. Beautiful. You're only making me a nice little amount of fuel. Fuel, bloody power. Okay, go and make me some plastic and rubber. Come. Maybe some plastic and rubber. Right, let me empty these buffers. Or have I already emptied them? No. I just want to make sure that we just keep that moving. Saying that, I do have 4 summer sloops, and I do have a little bit of excess power, so I'm going to speed this up. Watch the 402 megawatts, 800 megawatts for these 2 refineries. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now it means I can start. I'm going to start changing the foundations to Diddy foundations. Whoop. There we go. Foundations being all lubed up. Beautiful. Give me the plastic. Let's grab a couple more. Beautiful. I don't think the floor needs to be this long up here, but we can trim where need. I'm going to end up finding one foundation. So again, outside of building, flooring, walkway. Where is my biomass? You're coming up there, which means you'll be coming up through the floor here. which I'm going to easily get you to come right. So if I was just to put down a floor hole there. I can make you go in by one more, surely, right? I can make you go there. Yes, we can do that. Mark 4. Let me be a fireman. Whee! Connect you to that. Biofuel. We can do the same with this one. So if you're coming up here, you're going to be here. I want you to go there. Just for you to be symmetrical. I'll take you down. Put you into there. You into there. Nice. In regards to accessibility in this place, where do I want an elevator to go? You're wrong. Where do I want an elevator to go? I was to get you... I could put you here. Wait, if I was to put you here, that would take you up onto the next floor. That will give you... What's here? Where's the machine? Where is machine? How close are you to machine? Something telling me that this ladder is not straight. Oh, I didn't even put machines down up here, did it? Bitz, think. Okay, travel, personal elevator, encroaching. What's... Oh, is it... Am I in the way? What's happening here? What's, there you go. Okay, there's the door. Take you up to here. Boom. You're my floor. My walkway. We can now get up and down here. Bitz, think. I don't think I do. Okay, so then if foundations are... Refineries are going to take up 2.5 foundations in length. So if I was to put you bang in the middle here, and I was to bring you this way, you're going to go that way, which is fine. I can bring you left. We can then get you... This might be a case of maybe a walkway with... Or we just go with you. We can do basically this kind of be like an underflooring, and then we sort out over here where the pipes are going to be, and then I'm going to put you guys up here as well, but I want to put you into the onto this. Let me zoop you along here. Let me put you along there. Splitter here and here. Right. Got to think about this because it means I might have to extend the top shelf of this building. The wrong way around. Let me turn you. Every night in my dreams, I will have to take it along here. If I take you along there, that is fine. That gives me enough room in regards to pipes and the belts. If I just quickly grab you, nope, grab you, I can place you there, right? But then get our lift. It's going to be a Mark 4. You're going to be a Mark 4. We're going to get a lift from there to there. And a lift from there to there. You're going to be Mark 4 belt. You're going to go into there. You're going to go into there. What? We're going to go into there. To be fair, that's a bit awkward because now you're going to come out a little different, which I don't want you to do, which we can easily fix by if I just put you there, then if I do you, no, if I do it that way, the back of the belt is going to be that way. It's not a bad thing, but if that's the way we're going to do it, we could do. I prefer to have belts facing that way. We'll just do it on this side. We'll send you to there. Whoop. How many did I need? 5.33. Yeah, this is too big. 5.33. I'm going to do 5 on it. 2, 3, 4, 5. This one needs to be set to liquid biofuel. We then need to overclock it. And what was the number? 133. How many? 333. Okay. That needs to be 133.33333. That's how much we need to do. So that line's complete. And then we've got to bring the water up here. We need you. How many you need per minute? 90 per minute, right? So it's Mark 2 all the way along. Mark 2 all the way along. Mark 4 going straight down. Right? We're going to bring water in from this side. So I'm more going to bring it up from over there. Give it a tower. Give it entrance here. So if I was to do a take you to there, I was to pipeline support. We're going to bring up. We only need 1 water to come up here, right? No, because you're going to need 45 each. We've got more 2 pipes: 45, 45, 90, 90, 180, 100. There's less than 300 on each side. We can do 1 pipe. Yeah, 1 pipe split between them all. Yeah, we can do that. So if we just bring you to here, we then get wall. We then get where the hell are you going? Where are you going? What are you trying to do right there? It's all that about. I don't even know why I'm nudging it, to be honest. I can just peek behind it. Then you're going to be gone, and then you're going to be gone. Okay. Oh, you need to be higher, in fact. You need to be higher. Because I'm going to be taking you here. Walls. Boop. Boop. You don't need to be there. Let me just get a Mark 1 pipe. No. We're using Mark 2s. Mark 2, yeah. Take you in. Take you up. Let me paint the pipes blue. Because you're going to be water. I'm just going to take you all the way across here. And then you can be split. We're going to want you there. We're also going to want 1 there. Okay, you don't want to snap now, do you? You just don't want to snap. Okay, this is what we're doing. You want to snap to that one though. You just don't want to snap to the actual hole you can enter, but you want to snap to the opposite shape hole. Okay. Let's see how it is. Just limb shit at his job, I guess. Oh, time to delete all these pipes and reapply them. Gotta be careful here because... Oh no, we should be fine. We should be. We're fine. We're fine. How far did I put you away? You are literally right there. How many was on this side? It was 420 downstairs, right? 420 on that side. So 4.66. So I might just do 5 like we did on this side, but then underclock that one to 66.6667. So then it matches, so it's even on either side. 3, 4, 5. And then this one with liquid residue, you're going to be set to 66.6667. Let me just put you there so I don't have to type that number in again. I had you on the line. You're on the line. Okay, that's better. That's better. 2, 3, 4. Then I can copy that one, paste that one there. Then remove that one. So then this should be the normal recipe. I didn't even put the recipe in there. But then this end one should be the 6667. Yeah, okay. Cool beans. Let's do that there. Let's do that there. Oh. Let's do that there. Boom. Get you in. Get you in. Get you in. Boom. Okay. Right, in regards to output, I'm doing something a little different here because obviously the pipe's going to be coming down here. And you're not going to fit through there. So I can easily change it up and put a frame there to allow you to go in there. You're then going to need to go into storage and then get packed. Oh, I need to zoop it. Zoop it for me, please. Right, and then we're going to bring you to here. Like we would do. Oh, we need to make these green now. We need a liquid biomass green. I'm not going to lie, that's a good green right there. For liquid biomass. New baby born poo colour. Army green. Or like Jeep. Oh, you know. Let me change pipes to that color. Liquid biomass. How much you outputting per liquid biomass? 60. Okay. Okay, so we now have you, which means liquid biomass. So now we're going to need packages. So if we have packages, we need packaged liquid biofuel, right? But even before that, we need constructors to make empty canisters. We need empty canisters. I'm going to put you in this way. And then on this side, I'm going to put down a storage container because this is where I'm going to be putting the plastic. You're going to be making me empty canisters. So 30 plastic is going to be 60 canisters per minute. We're going to need a fair few of you. We've got to remember, like, we don't need this to be 100% efficient because it's not going to be, because we can't put 3,000 biomass on a flipping belt. Oh, that's the wrong way. Put the bloody storage the wrong way. Of course I did. It's me. It's me. Okay, you're going to be empty canisters, which means we then do refinery. With liquid biomass. Wait. No. I want to package it. Package it, you spoon. Package. Liquid biofuel. Package it. Package it. Logistics. Merges. This whole factory is necessary, but so unnecessary. I don't even know how many you're making. You're making 60 per minute. You just don't want to play games with me today, do you? Huh? Is this what we're doing? Gotta dial you up manually. You don't want to lock in. Okay. That should be one line setup. Storage. Merges. So I got a merger here. Get a merger here. Nope. And then we're just going to do the same for this side. So all of this one building sends everything to this one storage. Okay, we need to get this water in here now. No. Need to get this in here now. We could do a... Let's do a simple tower. So if I was to... We need a reference. I need a reference. Give me a pipe. Give me a pipe. What are you connecting to there? Are you connecting to the inside one? Technically, that's the one I should really connect to anyway. I only need to mark one. Oh, you're going to the opposite side. Yeah. I need to remove that real quick. It's going to drive me nuts. Okay, so you're going there. No, you're not. You go in there. And then you're going to be going straight along here. Can I get a water extractor here? Hold on. Well, that helps out a lot. Why did he do that? Why are you doing that to me? It's the snapping pushback. You just off Senti. You are, aren't you? Let's bring you onto the grid. If I was to just get you, lock you in, take you down once, place you under the map. I should then be able to start aligning you to the grid. are you going to snap to the grid? So you want to snap there. So if I snap you to that grid there, you can't bloody nudge these. Ah, you son of a gun. The other option is I can just easily just line these up with, put a pipeline junction here instead. It's just a matter of... Is if I can get it to line. Oh, I was manually how to do it because it won't snap. We'll just do that instead. Oh, I don't want to cope because I need a boost. We need a boost. I need to overclock you. Oh, I've got a lift. Let's go and use the lift. This means I've got to run over here, that's all. I didn't power it. Be kind of helpful, wouldn't it? It would be a tad bit helpful. If that's the case, then let's let me I'd rather do that than just swinging across there. How do I want to do all of you? So if I've got to bring you down, I've got to connect you to you. I just connect them all underneath. Where are you positioned? Okay, next. You're up. I needed 600 water. Oh, I think I went up and I went up inside him. Okay, so I did need 600 water. I even made the Mark II pipes for it. Right? Put you there. Then you're on the opposite side. I'd so wish the allowed it for us to snap these back to the foundations again. Because 1.0 come out, you was able to do it, and then apparently it was a bug. And then they removed it. But then it removes so much creativity from builders. Yeah, no, it didn't, wasn't able to snap to foundations. You was able to place it freely. So, you see how this was going on here like this? The floor hole, you can kind of do stuff like that. But you was able to snap this to the side of foundations. And it was the same with the pillars. You was able to do it with pillars. Do you remember in my turbo fuel plant, you saw the pipes going into like the pillars for the aesthetic looks, right? How I built them was just getting the actual pipeline and placing it here on this. You was able to place them on here as well. And you can just place it. So the way you're going to do it now is you're going to put the wall down now. So you will get the wall, you'll place it on there, and then you're going to bring that up. Then you've got to put the pipeline on there like that, just so you can kind of create like an aesthetic kind of thing in regards to the pillars. You know? So that's the way you've got to do it now. So it's just more steps. You can still do it, it's just more steps you've got to do. It's coming along quite nicely. Is the meat factory. I don't need to worry about... We're sending more water than we're actually thinking anyway, so I don't need to reset the head lift here. Okay, you guys are powered. You're yellow. Yellow, 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 yellow. Nice. Oh, recipes aren't done in these. Wait, recipes are done in these. You don't have... Oh, I know why. I know why. Because I didn't connect you to you. There you go. There you go. You're welcome. Okay, so we've now got power to you. Have we got power to you guys? We have. That means... Okay, now we're done. Now we have power to these. Right, which means I can head downstairs and get the power done down here now. Okay, so in regards to all you guys, this is... I'm just going to make this super simple. Boost them up to 300. Like so. And then just start double checking everything before I start putting, before I go and get some leaves, wood, and some remains. I'm pretty sure I've got quite a bit of remains on me anyway. Okay, these are all yellow, ready to go. Not the output of these though. Logistics, mergers. Wait, did I even put a merger there? I didn't. I would like you up here, please. I would like you to go into there. Yes. I think we're golden. Oh, sugar, yeah. Leaves, wood, hog. Leaves, wood, hog. Hatcher, stinger. Hatcher, stinger, spitter. Right? Let's get as much remains as we can. I don't have any in there. I have you guys here. I've got a little bit of wood in here. Leaves, wood. Don't have any hog remains. But they can go in. And then in here, put you in there and you in there. And you can make protein meat. The meat factory's up and running. Wait, do I have some meat in here actually? Oh, I've not got any in there. Oh, I've got 58 on me. Oh, 58. 58 right there. Boom. Boom. For all this biomass. I can go upstairs. I just now need to put you in there. So then you can make canisters. You guys are going in there. Need to power you, don't I? Pump, my baby, pump. Pump it louder. Okay. So you're going in there. Oh. We have water coming up here now. Spread. Let me see that liquid biomass. There it is. Hey, isn't that? That's a good matching color, isn't it? Okay, now you guys power up. Beautiful. Hell yes. 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 The ultimate jetpack fuel is created. It is created. Well, I say ultimate until ionized. Until ionized. But we now have liquid biomass, which means we can finally get rid of... Well, I've got it going in here, right? Liquid biofuel. I want to pin that, please. And I want that. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Give me the fuel. I want that to be my preferred fuel. Yes. Yes. Now I can play my symphony again. I'm back, baby. So much better than what I've been using.
I've been drinking Kool-Aid cameras like I did when I was 9. Cause I like to pretend that I haven't lost the time. In the end, the nostalgia, though it tastes fine, I can only drink a couple cause it feels like a lie. We'd play Halo and we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise.